It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community below, you can see. So if you see crime unfolded, don't take law in your hands for the real authority. They can't take care of it. Come stop by here for us. When you set up to your door, whether you wish or you poor. If you see a you must talk enemy, you check. You wait for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of the poet. The people bringing shelter to your door. Stopping crime and major peace for them before. Come start for Liberia. On the second of interior. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. The people bringing shelter to your door. Stopping crime and major peace for them before. Come start for Liberia. On the second to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Simon.
The people bringing shelter to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Come start for Liberia. On the second to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. The people bringing shelter to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Come start for Liberia. On the second to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Why you shaking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of crop beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, or whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: full blue, apple kiwi, full red, and Christmas orange. It's good for athletes and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Galley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more provide, so we start to stop. Come on, I'm going to 24. Put it to
good morning, folks, and welcome to the September 8th, 2025 edition of Program Spring on Freedom FM 87.9. It's the back after wonderful, wonderful weekend. So let's welcome all of you from across the globe to this brand new edition of the show. My name is Wendell Nimle, and I'm here with Esther Davi. Esther, good morning and welcome. All right, so that's it, and Esther and I together will be sharing the online version for the front page article, but actually the online, the hard copy of the front page article and the Daily Observer. So we're trying to sort out some tech issues, folks with well. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I started trying to get that headphone adjusted. So in the meantime, let's run you quickly through the front page Africa newspaper. And let's firstly bring you the top stories. It says here we are disenchanted. Labor dispute at National Beverages sparks scrutiny of workers' rights as eyes turn to Labor Ministry ruling. And it says from adverse to qualified audit opinion, Ministry of Finance responds to GSC audit report. And lastly, for top story, this has to do with future power plants going beyond ports and logistics. APM Terminal sponsors YMCA program and empowering over 400 children for 4 years. Those are the top stories. Let's get to the big ones. That's how we classify the rest of the two stories. UL denounces forced reporting of forced retirement and unnecessary panic. The UL administration considers it as reprehensible that a few individuals chose to generate fake news and cause anxiety in the public by publishing manufactured spreadsheets with illegal obtained private data of citizens in violation of privacy laws. Such individuals will be held accountable. Councilor Norris Lester Twe, Vice President of University Relations, University of Liberia. You see, the University of Liberia Capitol Hill campus was established in 1961. Let's get to some lines from that story. Very, very interesting. So let's run you through and take few lines today. All right. Let's get to what the university is saying. The administration of the state-run University of Liberia has categorically denied what it described as false media reports, suggesting that approximately 200 employees are slated for forced retirement. In a statement released in Monrovia on September 7, the UL administration clarified that the information is false and misleading. The statement further indicated that such reports are intended to scare unnecessary panic and foster ill sentiments among UL employees and the university's leadership, headed by Dr. Leila Apayan, 16th president of the University of Liberia. The UL administration currently goes in the constant battle of publishing misleading information about the university, both in the media and on social platforms, without seeking confirmation or comment from the administration. The statement read, the UL administration outlining what it described as the facts, explained that in March, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning instructed the UL to reduce the portion of its budget allocated to personnel costs from 90% to 55% in order to increase funding for operational expenses from 10% to 45%. According to the U.S. administration, the process was scheduled to begin after the official staff headcount was completed by the General Auditing Commission and submitted on July 21. The administration noted that following this, the payroll and headcount cleanup process was initiated. This involved identifying and removing errors, duplications, ghost employees, job abandoners, and other anomalies to help reduce costs. The statement added, the DSE also provided a provisional list of UA employees whose age or length of service appeared to place them beyond the statutory retirement threshold for civil servants. However, it did not account for the fact that civil service laws apply differently to administrative and faculty employees. The UL administration emphasized that while a review of employee age and length of service is on the way to ensure compliance with national laws, any retirement-related decisions will be handled responsibly and confidentially. Any changes in job status related to retirement will be thoroughly discussed with the affected employees and will not be announced publicly, the statement noted. The statement continued, President Raffayan has consistently emphasized the need for institutional reforms aimed at making UL more efficient, effective, and equitable, both operationally and academically. These reforms will always consider the well-being of employees and prospective retirees. However, the UL administration strongly condemned what it called a reprehensible act by individuals who published fabricated. Okay, what is happening? No sound. Okay, I think the sound is up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound is up. I don't understand.
I tell you,
hmm
that's why I couldn't
We
get.
apologize to our people. Yeah, we sorry. I think it's okay now.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that story. To the University of Liberia. Let's take this one. Bwaka appoints long-time aide as Minister of State. Ending weeks of speculation over Grace Bay's successor. What Steve Koya brings. I am pleased to nominate you to serve as Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, subject to confirmation by the Honorable Liberian Senate. Pending the conclusion of the Senate's constitutional recess, you are hereby authorized to act in this capacity. It is my firm expectation that you will discharge the duties of this high office with dedication, professionalism, and loyalty to the Republic. The role you are assuming is central to the coordination of the affairs of the presidency. I am confident that you will bring to it the integrity, judgment, and commitment required. Joseph N. Bwaka Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia. The appointment of Samuel A. Stikuya as Minister of State for Presidential Affairs comes at a critical moment in the administration of President Joseph Bwaka. It follows the unfortunate passing of Sylvester M. Graceby, a seasoned statesman who had been a key player in the Bwaka-led executive. This transition is not just a change in personnel, but a recalibration of leadership at the very heart of the presidency. As Liberia continues to navigate complex governance challenges and national development priorities, the choice of who manages the nerve center of the executive mansion has wide-ranging implications. Steve Koya steps into this role with a portfolio of experience that suggests not only preparedness, but deep familiarity with the inner workings of high-level governance.
At its core, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs functions as the Chief Administrator of the Office of the President. The position is one of immense responsibility and influence. It entails coordinating the day-to-day operations of the presidency, managing presidential schedules and engagements, advising the president on policy issues, and ensuring that government decisions are communicated and implemented effectively across ministries and agencies. The minister is the gatekeeper to the presidency and, in many ways, the executor of the president's agenda. The office demands not only political loyalty, but also administrative efficiency, strategic oversight, and a clear sense of national priorities. The role becomes even more consequential in a government that is trying to reset public trust and rebuild governance institutions. In such a context, the Minister of State must serve as a bridge between the vision of the president and the operational machinery of government. It is a role that requires someone with the ability to maintain internal coherence among diverse ministries and agencies while ensuring that the public perceives the government as responsive and effective. The minister must also manage the president's interaction with both domestic and international partners and represent the presidency at major diplomatic and intergovernmental engagement when needed. In naming Steve Koya to this position, President Bouaka has selected someone with whom he has long-standing professional relationship dating back to the Bouaka's tenure as vice president. So that's it. We say congratulations to the incoming Minister of State. We pray that you go and serve your country well. All right, this guy was Bouaka Chief of Office Staff when Bouaka was Vice President.
Right.
So Bouaka, knows him very well and believe in him. But something here about the former president of Liberia, and it has to do, it says, Weah accepts FIFA mandate and vows to eliminate scourge of racism from football. Former Liberian president and football legend George Weah has accepted his new role as the head of FIFA Players' Voices panel on racism. The former World Player of the Year assured FIFA president Gianni Infantino of his unwavering commitment to finding solutions to eradicate racism from the sport. Weah was enlisted by FIFA to spearhead a new 16-member panel tasked with advising the governing body on the fight against racism and discrimination. In a formal letter dated September 5 and addressed to Infantino, Weah expressed deep appreciation for the honor of being entrusted with such a historic responsibility. And Esther, let me just take a few lines from here. This is the big news coming in the country now. Work permit for aliens and foreign nationals is now $3,000. So they are crying. Yeah, we've been talking to them all over the place. They're crying instead of money too much. $3,000. That while Labor Ministry said people should pay for work permit. Labor Minister Cooper Crow has disclosed that the government of Liberia is creating more jobs for Liberians, naming ArcelorMittal Liberia as one of the sources for the creation of more jobs for Liberians in the country. ArcelorMittal Liberia's core function is the mining of iron ore, for which it holds a concession in Nimba County. And it supports this through investment in infrastructure, including a railway and new processing plant. The company also has significant social and economic responsibilities, including job creation, infrastructure development beyond its direct operations, environmental stewardship. community support in areas like education, livelihood, and sports development. According to Minister Crab, between February and now September, ArcelorMittal Liberia has hired a total of 463 Liberians, describing the move as good news. This is just a sample of one company. We think this is happening across the country right now because we have been stringent in granting work permits. We want to be very careful. We want to make sure that now we have the regular work permit through the Ministry of Labor, Minister Krah stated. The Labor Minister, who made the disclosure on Thursday, September 4, when he addressed the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, MICAT, regular press briefing in Monrovia, pointed out that the Labor Ministry is now tracking how many Liberians are being hired, may be on a monthly and quarterly basis, and how many companies are hiring them. We are requiring the companies in the country to publicize the jobs in the newspapers for 30 days and announce that also on the radio. We have seen most of these publications, so we want our citizens who are looking for jobs to read the newspapers every day about who is advertising the jobs. Even if the people read the newspaper saying, listen to radio, yo, the BB people, you get your own people, then you can send. So what the essence of reading the newspaper, even if you apply, you will not get a job because Cooper Crowd will take people and send them. Say that my interest, you prioritize them. So that's why you see people so frustrated. But let's stop here and send controls to you to bring us the Daily Observer newspaper.
Thank you, Wendell. Let's have it. We have the Daily Observer on my decks, and we want to take some lines. This is a Zoom Lion or Sumilion. I don't know what, Wendell. There should be Zoom Lion. Once divided by World Bank as return to Liberia, opposition to Zoom Lion's return increases amid Liberia worsening waste crisis. The Monrovia City Corporation is facing mounting scrutiny as reports emerge that its top management is backing Zoom Lion, a Ghanaian waste management company once banned by the World Bank for corruption, to resume operations in Liberia sanitation sector. The development has sparked backlash from Liberians, especially civil society actors and political leaders who urged that Zoom Lion's return could undermine transparency, public trust, and local job creation. Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, a subsidiary of the Jacks Point, completion is on page 10. We'll run there quickly. Group was debarred in September 2013 for 2 years by the World Bank after admitting to paying bribes to expedite contracts under the Emergency Monrovia Urban Sanitation Project. The ban stopped Zoom Lion from participating in any World Bank financed projects in Liberia and was part of a negotiated resolution agreement in which the company acknowledged misconduct and pledged reforms. At the time, the World Bank had said Zoom Lion's action compromised accountability and effective service delivery in Liberia already fragile sanitation system. Despite its controversial history, Zoom Lion is on the verge of a return as MCC officials are reported working undercover to ensure that the company wins a contract in the country. Zoom Lion executives, according to sources, were spotted in Monrovia earlier this year, reportedly holding closed-door meetings with senior MCC officials and other government authorities. Liberia is currently embedded in a contentious $210 million waste management contract that has generated significant debate. The selection process has drawn criticism for excluding Liberian-owned companies and favoring Zoom Lion, which has faced previous corruption allegations. Opponents caution that this arrangement could result in the loss of jobs for Liberians and diminished control over the country's deployment. On the contrary, proponents, especially at the MCC, argued that the decision is driven by consideration of capacity and efficiency. The key issue at hand is the allocation of control in their crucial sector, whether it should be managed by foreign entities or local companies. With the help of MCC, the company is actively seeking new waste management contracts, a source told the Daily Observer. The timing of this push comes amid Liberia's deepening waste management crisis. Monrovia, a city of more than 1 million people, collects only 350 tons of waste daily, less than one-third of its total production. The gap has left garbage piling up in streets, drainage systems, and waterways, triggering health and environmental hazards. Liberia's waste crisis demands urgent solutions, said one environmental policy expert, but it also demands integrity, allowing a company with a proven record of corruption back into the system is risky and potentially counterproductive. Waste management isn't just about clean streets, it's about jobs, it's about governance, it's about dignity and accountability, he said. Liberian owned sanitation companies have expressed strong opposition to Zoom Lion's re entry, accusing the government of sidelining domestic firms in favor of foreign corporations with questionable track records. Officials at the Liberia Business Association say awarding contract to Zoom Lion would threaten livelihoods in a country where unemployment is estimated at 85%. Other business leaders have threatened legal action, signaling the possibility of a class action lawsuit against MCC if contracts are awarded to Zoom Lion. Environmentalists and civil society groups argue that Liberia risks repeating past mistakes if Zoom Lion is brought back into its waste management sector. It would be a sad mistake for the government to hire a company that used bribery as a business strategy, an environmental activist told reporters. A company that cuts corners to secure contracts will likely cut corners in service delivery. Analysts further caution that waste management, if managed transparently, has the potential to generate revenue through recycling waste to energy projects and other byproducts. However, they warn that corruption could drain potential profits while worsening public health hazard. Well, this is Liberia. I hope we can include this as one of our talking points this morning because it's important and we talk about this. Braka picks Steve Kwa as new Minister of State. When they brought that, let's look up more. Supreme Court holds lower court decision in ex-LTA's chair case. Says there are sufficient grounds for dismissal. President Braka reaffirms Liberia's respect for one China policy as Liberia-China mark key anniversary. At the back page of the Daily Observer this morning, APM Terminals YMCA empower 400 Liberian youth as APM renew commitment to YMCA Youth Empowerment Program. We want to use this time to quickly encourage you to continue your transactions. Keep it coming in, those of you playing the Win Liberia Cash giveaway. We are also encouraging you, all of you who are listening right now, to form part of the cash giveaway and win the big cash that we have this morning. Out for you is 50 Liberian dollars to play, and the code is *255*1# if you're using a boarding phone, and if you're using a smartphone, it's *255*1##. Those are the codes, and then let's do it together. When we come back from this program, we will definitely do our draws. But let's look at this story. APM Terminals YMCA empower 400 young Liberians as APM renews commitment to YMCA Youth Empowerment Program. APM Terminals Liberia Limited has reaffirmed its long-term commitment to youth empowerment by partnering with YMCA Liberia to deliver the 2025 edition of the annual Children Vacation Sports Program. This year's initiative supported and engaged more than 400 children from Montserrat County through basketball, digital literacy, essential skills development. Now, in its fourth consecutive year as the airline sponsored APM Terminals Liberia Limited provided branded jerseys and full support for the just ended month-long program. Over the years, the program has become a flagship youth development platform, not only promoting healthy lifestyles through sports, but also equipping participants with soft and hard skills to prepare them for the future. The closing ceremony on September 6th brought together senior leaders from the APM Terminals Liberia Limited. Present were Acting Managing Director Mr. John Bowsey, Head of Operations Mr. Ethan Christopher Sinjane, and Head of People's Function Madam Jean Hannah Thompson, among others. They joined the YMCA leadership, parents, and community stakeholders to cheer and celebrate the achievements of the young participants. In recognition of the dedication and talent, several children were rewarded or awarded across multiple disciplines, including basketball, digital literacy, and creative arts, for their stellar performance throughout the program. We will leave you here and take our final story at the back page of the Daily Observer. It says Observer reporter departs for China to pursue masters in urban and rural planning. Well, this is good news. Journalist Simeon S. Wakati
Oh, Simeon Wiakante.
Wiakante,
Oh, yes.
right? Staff reporter at the Daily Observer on Tuesday. That's good news, Wendell. At least these kind of things can encourage the young people. But this is all we're going to take from the Daily Observer. Wendell, let's say controls to you.
Thank you very much, Esther. Thank you so much for the reading this morning. And Esther brought you the Daily Observer. All right, so we are about to recap all of the stories we brought you this morning. And right after that, we will, take our break, come back with our talking points. Esther, please send Aliyu the link. He just requested that. All right, so let's recap. And these are the stories we brought you from Front Page Africa. Why? It says here, we are disenchanted. Labor dispute at National Beverages Parks, scrutiny of workers' rights as eyes turn to Labor Ministry ruling. And it says from adverse to qualified audit opinion, Ministry of Finance responds to GAC audit report. And youth empowerment going beyond ports and logistics. APM Terminal sponsors YMCA program empowering over 40 children for fourth year. All right, so UL denies false reporting of forced retirement, unnecessary panic. The UL administration consider it as reprehensible that a few individuals chose to generate fake news and cause anxiety in the public by publishing manufactured spreadsheets with illegally obtained private data of citizens in violation of privacy laws, and such individuals will be held accountable. Councilor Norris Lester 12, Vice President for University Relations, and Bwakai appoints long-term aide as Minister of State, and ending weeks of speculation over Grispay's successor. What Steve Koya brings, well, that's good news. And Daily Observer, Zoom Lion, once debarred by World Bank, eyes return to Liberia. Opposition to the Zoom Lion's return increases amid Liberia's worsening waste crisis. Waka picks Steve Koya as new Minister of State. Supreme Court upholds lower court decision in ex-LTS chair case. Says there are sufficient grounds for dismissal. And lastly, President Bwaka reaffirms Liberia's respect for One China policy as Liberia-China marquee anniversaries. To the back page, APM Terminals and YMCA empower over 400 youth. as APM renews commitment to YMCA Youth Empowerment Program. And lastly, Observer reporter departs for China to pursue masters in urban and rural planning. Congratulations to Simeon S. Wiakante. One time, he was one of my boys when I was at Magic. Congratulations, Simeon, the mimic. That's how we call it. Congratulations, Simeon. Very humble and respectful young man. Okay, folks, we're taking our break, but just before we do, let's give Aliyu Masale the chance to greet the audience, and then we can take our break. Aliyu, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mr. Nimlen, or good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Labira. Aliyu Masale, glad to be here this morning. Thank you.
Okay, let's go for our break. Let's get word from our sponsors, and then, like I said, when we come back, we'll take you through our talking points this morning.
There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell law in your hands, follow your authority. But they can't take your luggage. Crime stopper here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not talking, I mean you check. Do it for safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm about to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-open Homeland Science.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cold Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more provide, so we start to talk. Come on, so go and tip, put it to each.
Oh, this country, Liberia, I don't know where we're going. What? This country. Aliyu, are you there?
I don't know whether Aliyu got the talking point.
Aliyu.
Hello?
Yeah, how are you, Aliyu? Are you
Can
there?
guys hear me?
We are hearing you.
You hearing me?
We are hearing you, Aliyu. You need to check your system. I don't know. We are hearing you. Are you hearing
We're
us?
hearing you clearly.
Aliyu, are you getting us?
Yes, I'm hearing you guys. Can you hear me?
We are. So let's get to you first. You've been sitting there. I don't know whether you been following from the onset, but there are a couple of stories we read this morning. Let's give you the time to speak to some, and the one that will catch us, that's what we're going to talk about. So what are some of the concerns you have this morning from the stories we read from the Daily Observer and the Front Page Africa newspaper?
Oh, yes, I've been following. Oh, I just want to say congratulations to the new appointed Minister of State. Yes, that position, it had to do with qualification and someone that you actually trust. And when I see people talking, oh, the president downplay Henry Costa, I was like, I support President Baka in this. Or that position is not for people like Costa, who is very, very much controversial. You can't get him that kind of position. We saw what happened recently when Jeremiah Kun was picked as vice president to President Baka, and we saw Henry Costa reaction. So you can look at men that kind of controversial man to make him to be Minister of State to the president. No, he's not trusted, and he's not even qualified for that position. And these are some of the things that get our country where it is today, giving people position because of political party affiliation and friendship, not based on merit or qualification. And Costa serving that position, the day something happened between he and President Baka, the next day, all the President 4 a.m. call, he can receive national security briefing that will hear it in the public. So thanks to President Baka, and congratulations to Mr. Kuya, and we'll wait and see a confirmation hearing, and he should serve the country well, and he should work with the president for the better of our country. And the second thing had to do with the former president, Mr. Weah, for his appointment to FIFA. Congratulations to him and to the country. No matter how you hate any Liberian in this world, when that person go out there and they were given an award or to serve in certain position, that alone bring pride and dignity to the country. You will say, oh, the person doing that well, why we get to benefit, but that's a pride for the country. And today you will see people from the other side, they get all kinds of negative things to say about the president appointment on FIFA to fight racism when it comes to the football. And this is something we have to put aside our political differences. These are things that are making people to know your country out there. There are places you travel, you call Liberia, people will be thinking Liberia. The moment you say George Weah, they say, oh yes. This man has put Liberia on the map ever since, and he continued to do it. So let's forget about politics. When this thing happening, it's a proud for our country, and we should be able to congratulate the person. But today, only people from the CDC belt and some Liberians who really put politics aside that get the country at heart, they are trying to congratulate him. Other people are saying, oh yeah, even he needs to be celebrated in the country. In a country where people put politics aside, these are things that you will celebrate, forgetting about politics, because while this man is making the country to go out there, making the country proud. So I will say congratulations to our former president, because the issue about racism is real. Mr. Dime Esther, the soccer my son play in this country, the school he graduated from, it was not easy. The Kim Wata went to the school and said, I don't want to see my son play in the school. The people came, they begged me, they talked to me, when your son leave the soccer, our school will die down. At the end of the day, when they were giving a wall, they were giving scholarship to students, they invited me on that program. I went there with my son. People getting 3 years scholarship, 50,000, 150,000. My son didn't get a penny in this country. When we talk about discrimination and racism, these are some of the things. So congratulations to President Weah and congratulations to our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Aliyu. So let me give Esther the the time to talk about, what is on her mind from the stories we read.
Thank you.
So, Esther, let's hear from you.
Yeah, Wendell, I'm
And I'm
just,
quite sure you will set the basis for our conversation this
of
morning.
course, of course. Well, my mind is strongly drawn to the story from the Monrovia City Corporation, Wendell.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a shocking thing that people will continue to prioritize foreign companies instead of their own companies that they have in this country. I know you will want to say most of the waste management companies we have do not have, the capacity, or they do not have the different kinds of equipment that is needed to handle the entire waste management flow in this country. But then again, Wendell, there are several waste management companies in this country that can even do a partnership. I am disappointed to hear that the Monrovia City Corporation is thinking about working with Zoom Lion when we already know the history of Zoom Lion, the bribery they were into.
Mhm.
How do you trust a company like that? This is so very wrong. You can never go to Ghana and they will take the national waste management and put it in a little company, in a foreign company here. Even if it's a big foreign company, they will never do that. Because these people, the citizens come first. And that's how you do it. There are some jobs in this country, or there are some areas that needs to be covered by companies that our own people can handle with the companies that they have. But yet and still you decide to hire people from outside. You always do it. And this is something that is very wrong. And one of the reasons I believe that these things happen is because a Liberian-owned company will not take that thing from you where you want thousands of dollars from them. They have to pay it before they can, be awarded that contract. It wouldn't work with us. And because you want the money, that's why you will always prioritize foreign companies. We have to get money for it.
Mhm.
So before we can award you this contract, you will need to give us so amount. This is wrong. We're not heading anywhere with this. If a Liberian-owned company gets this job, at the end of the day, without the money stays right here, it stays here. There will be a lot of Liberians that will be employed to work, and they will be respected. Instead of allowing your people to be, black boys, honor those people in your own country. You providing a job for them because you award them a contract that is providing a job for them to do in your country. This is wrong. We must prioritize our people first over any other thing. Prioritizing your people, it matters a lot. Because at the end of the day, your people will grow. We must put the issue of bribery behind us. Because this is the only reason, nobody can tell me any other thing. This is the only reason why we award this contract to these people. Because when there are two waste management companies can do partnership, who tell you that partnerships are not allowed? That's how people grow. Partnership.
Mhm.
There are a lot of different companies we have running in this country. They are established and they are in partnership with foreign companies. That's how they, carry on their work and thing. You cannot award a contract to a foreign company when you have companies in your country that can handle it. This is wrong. And I hope that this doesn't happen. It should not happen because there was a guy who was in this country thinking about doing similar thing like this.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, he had to run back. His little money he had, he took it back to the country he came from. He is a Liberian. He was there. He talked about the different issues that we have with waste management. We drink the plastic sachet, we throw it in the street. You know that in years to come, Liberia will be affected from that. Because we'll have the drainages clogged for these things.
Yeah.
Plastic can never get rotting.
Mhm.
That's why they need to be recycled.
Mhm.
So it is important that we have it here, and it is important that it be awarded to a Liberian. It is important. So when the people come and they want to handle this kind of thing, Liberians are in the diaspora, they see that you have a different kind of jobs here that people haven't started even looking at. But the moment they say something about it, the next thing you want money. You're quoting thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars. Where do they take the money from to give it to you? How can they even start running the business if they have to take that money and give it to you? So we need to really stop thinking like this. It doesn't have to be like that. Thank you, Wendell.
Thank you, Esther. And you know, the issue of kickbacks in our country,
Mm.
you know, is creating serious problem for, you know, people who want to come and do business in this country. Like you said, there are a lot of companies around here, waste management companies. All right, the government need to put up, you know, a bid for them to apply, because bringing a foreign company here and leaving out Liberian companies, you know, I don't think it's fine for us. Like you said, there are companies here that have the capacity. Even if they don't, they can do this joint venture business. They can partner. So I don't think that the Monrovia City Corporation, because this company, this Zoom Lion company, was banned by the World Bank because of corruption. So the issue of transparency and accountability is going to be a serious problem with this company. This is a company that was banned by the World Bank. And Liberia now wants to do business with this company. So where do we stand as a country? Well, we have Liberians in the diaspora who have the potential, who have the capacity to come and do business in our country, but they are not being given the opportunity. So, I mean, they are just there. Even if they come to Liberia to, you know, or get the opportunity, they will start requesting for kickbacks. Like Esther said, there was a guy we hosted here during the George Weah administration. Let's be bold about it.
Mhm.
All right, let's be bold about it. There was a guy we hosted who came from America, and he came with everything that, you know, that we needed to have that job done. But he was not given the opportunity.
He was not. And I felt so bad, Wendell, when he
Because the
gave me
guy
that
came,
feedback.
and he said everything, you know, that we need to do to keep our city clean. A Liberian in the diaspora.
They wanted money.
But there were folks who requested money from him.
They even refused him seeing the president, Wendell.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing, Esther, is this work permit issue.
Mm.
The government of Liberia now is asking the foreigners and aliens that before you do any business in this country, you must have a work permit. And you must pay $3,000, 3,000 United States dollars. You know, over the weekend, I was fortunate to, you know, meet some of the guys who are doing investment in this country. And they were complaining that the money is too much. Even the one that they had before increasing to $3,000, it was so difficult for them to pay it. So right now, if you bring anybody in the country to work, before that person get a permit to work, you got to pay $3,000. So let's say you have your company, you went for people with expertise abroad to bring them to work. So if you went for 15 persons, just do it now, 3,000 times 15. Just do the calculation. You know how much money you're talking about.
That's a lot of money, though, Wendell.
So I don't know, because these people are foreigners, they are aliens, and they should also be protected. All right. I don't know what this is going to, you know, is creating the pathway for Liberians, or we just want to kick out these people so that Liberians can take over. Because
But are they ready?
are they ready to take over? Are we, you know?
Because we need
Yeah.
to see people engaging.
Mhm.
Even though I know there are few people who are, you know, getting involved with job creation.
Yeah.
Like a young lady, Prestige Giflaw, she's doing extremely well. She has this maintenance, you know, stuff she created herself.
Mhm.
And this is a way forward. Company also that was recently established, Wave IT Solutions. I mean, a lot of Liberians trying to be innovative, and we hope that you guys can hold your stand, because if we have these people going, we know, I mean, like the Fula girl said on her video, that we cannot do without them. So, I mean, are we ready?
So right now, you see what is happening in the country. When you go to change money now, they tell you no Liberian dollars. I don't know. So I don't know. So $3,000. The Ministry of Labor is telling the folks that before you obtain a work permit, you have to pay $3,000. One of my friends I was sitting with the other day.
That's a lot, though.
Yeah, so he told me, he said, well, now you see the trouble now. They got to send my wife home because he said she should come home and sit until he can, regularize her status. So, yeah. So a lot of people are complaining that the $3,000 is too much. So I don't know, where do we stand as a country? And the issue of this waste management thing is very important. Look at the rainy season now. You see dirt all over the place. It's not easy. All of the plastic go across the bridge and see for yourself. We got a mini river. We got Bwaka River now. Bwaka has a river across the bridge. Bwaka River now is from Town. Bwaka has a river from Town to Petit Town. They call it the Bwaka River. Didn't you pass through the Bwaka River this morning?
I passed there.
All right, so so that's Bwaka River right there. You're building roads, you don't open the drainages, you don't open the water passage. What do you expect? The water not going to go anywhere. It's going to sit right there. So that river will pass through it, and I really enjoy passing through the Bwaka River this morning.
I know, right?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. But folks, that's the country we find ourselves. People are requesting for kickbacks from Liberian companies, and because of that, they are being suppressed, giving the opportunity to foreigners to take on. But somebody is also saying, Liberians, are we prepared to take on the mantle of authority in our own country? Because you see, all the big companies you have in this country are all owned by foreigners and aliens. So where do we stand as a country? Before you work in Liberia now, the Ministry of Labor is saying that you should pay $3,000. So another thing is, those Liberians that are working, they also need to be given salary increment. Because when you pay $3,000 for one white man to get work permit, when you finish paying that money now, then it means that the Liberian people were there now, they will not even look at them again. They say, my man, we're paying $3,000 to your government, so the $200 we're paying you, we can't pay you $200 now, we drop it to $100. So the government, I don't know how the government arrived at that. I don't know, but it's very serious. So Esther, I think we can hear from our folks. Let's go to the lines. Let's hear from the people. What do they have to say about our talking points this morning? But folks, it's very serious. When people come in your country, they want to invest. How can you look at your own Liberian brother? The man want to come and put money in the country to create jobs, because everybody can be in government. Once the private sector is empowered, you'll find a lot of people getting jobs. Once we create the government create the avenues for more job creation, more Liberians will get work to do. The workforce in this country is wasting. People just wake up in the morning, nothing to do. They just sit down and
They should find something.
Yeah. Where do we go and find it?
It's just laziness. You can
I don't
something.
look. You let me tell you
And in
something.
the 21st century, anybody who not working sitting to the horse and saying they ain't getting nothing to do, that person is a lazy person.
No.
I was saying that, Wendell.
Because maybe you got something to do, so
No, it's not about that.
no, but listen.
If there is no
No, give me a
job,
chance. Give me a
create
chance,
jobs. You can
Esther.
create
Let me
something
say
yourself.
something. Let me say something.
Go ahead.
Right? The government responsibility is to create the avenue for jobs. So once the government is lacking there, you think people don't want to work? Even you and myself that's sitting here, I want less time. We're supposed to be doing something else. But because we don't have the capacity, the opportunity is not there.
Create it.
How do you create it?
When you're working, you're taking salary at the end of the month.
I'm taking
You
salary.
use some of your salary and investing into something.
No, don't forget
Right,
about
you
that.
can
That's
still go there
no,
to
that
back end.
one. That's my
that's-
private business. I'm talking about going to find something else to do. In
Okay.
other places,
That's
people
where-
doing 2-3 jobs.
And that's where we have to devote.
If I work for my own money, I know what to do with my own money.
We have to devote our.
But you gotta work first in this country. There are a lot of people who are just sitting home. They don't have work.
People think it's a good thing.
We say people don't look for a job. People get up in the morning, they pass all around, no jobs. Where you will find a job?
It's a good thing to work for people to enjoy. It's
This is
also
where the private.
to invest your money.
This
Yeah,
is
Lee,
where
what
the
you
private
saying?
is.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the president, the last time he said, "Oh, you're like in the diaspora, you have to come back to contribute to the country." When people who are in the country having those waste management or team, you can't even say give them contract, you're giving it to Ghanaian. Like Esther said, these people will take the money back to Ghana. Those
Yeah.
Ghanaian, they are bringing, paying them, they taking the money back. You see, how will you take common waste management, you giving it to this Zoom Lion, and even their own country, they have banned them there. And look at the corruption allegation that were on there, and it admitted it. They themselves, how will you get contract with them? Then you're talking about creating jobs for the youth,
Job?
creating jobs for the youth.
What's the
Oh,
job?
You can't get them the job. Every company because of kickback. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I say the president, all his speeches are contradiction. I can't understand why he can be saying. We get companies in Liberia like for extra type of collaboration, they can draw together and take the whole team about cleaning the street in the country. Instead of giving it to a foreign country, company rather, and you take the money back to that country. When you pay one Ghanaian, they're not coming to build in Liberia, they're going back home. But if you get Liberia working, you pay them, they will not take the money and carry it to different country. They will build right in the country. These are some
So
of the
true.
things that carry the unemployment rate down. But instead, you're bringing in foreign companies to increase the unemployment rate. So it makes no sense. That Zoom Lion thing, because of kickback, no Liberian company will get our contract. They will give it to Zoom Lion.
Yeah, at all. That's true. Let's hear from our people. Your callers on 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. Call those numbers. The WhatsApp line is also active. +231-86-500-104. And the female line 07702-97016. Too many things to talk about. Let's hear you. What do you have to say about our talking points this morning? Let's take our very first caller. Esther, you have to interact with the callers.
Thank you. Hello.
Good morning. Esther, how you doing?
I'm okay. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me say hi to Winia and Masari.
Yeah, good afternoon, Edmund.
Yeah, the government has lost direction. When we say it, they will say it is the opposition talk. Because the interest of the government is I need to have a job created in the country. But if you're charging people $3,000 instead of it being here now, a lot of people will start closing. Because the people are already complaining that these are not moving, nothing working. Then you go, you are like money to somebody from $1,000 spent to $2,000. But that's the reason why they are doing it. They're not doing it because they want to do it in the interest of us. They are doing it because they know they can get money right now. As you say, salary data is a serious thing for us entering into the system. How do they raise the money? Be able to take care of their necessary something or levy, they got to find it anywhere. Anyhow, that is the reason why they will increase the be able to raise the money to live on zero. I am a I have a degree. I will get job. What else are I doing? People. Finish one was the last time. Immediately, what I took over. I brought 50 or 12 it is the full. That's something that got released in my head that I so that I built April, I say you should have put this thing. How do you go to work create job? You know the post office again, I was depend on. When I get home, what I do a fish, pay for SNA, I be able to get a proceed to bring it and be able to help myself. The government sat there. Donald Trump made an announcement that they were going to be added tariff to everybody across the country once you carry anything in the US are above $800. As to speak, there is a complete breakdown at the post office. They were not able to they were not able to address it. As we speak, what they are waiting for now is whether Donald Trump will overturn the decision that the tariff that he put on everybody is not fair. That decision the government of Nigeria is waiting for whether Donald Trump will not win it.
Okay. Thank you, Edmond.
What they are not waiting for, the one that brought the penny on. So where can we create the job now? There is no way to tear around the government and listen. Like they are not listening, but we can find our way through. That's what's happening here.
Esther supporting the former president
Y'all will
saying.
not agree with me. Y'all will not even agree.
Nobody's not.
Y'all can divorce
You know that
we are taught where job has to be created. It is we are in the 21st century. Don't be lazy. Look for something to do.
A whole lot of applications now. I'm looking for teaching job now. I'm looking for teaching job now. So if you have a job,
so
you're gonna job.
we had an announcement on this radio. There is a school in Jacobtown that was looking for teachers, and they were even asking females to apply because they will be given special preference. So when you listen to the kind of
so you haven't so you living the first thing first, you got to take into consideration the transportation cost. How much you're going to be making and how much you're going to be paying to go to work and come back. So sometimes you pay more than what you earn. It's kind of difficult. No job in this country. Not that people are lazy. People wake up in the morning, they want to go to work, they want to do something, but the avenue is not there. So I mean,
we will not agree. To be honest, we will not agree.
You would not agree.
No, I'm not agreeing with you.
Yeah, so you got to speak for yourself. Don't say we would not agree.
I would not
say
agree.
I as the because so likewise, I wouldn't agree with you that Liberians are lazy. Liberians are not. It's just that no jobs.
It is not just about Montserrat.
Let's take the cost, Esther. Let's take the cost.
What are they doing?
Let's take the cost. I don't know when was the last time you left from Monrovia to go to the Leeward County.
Hello, was the breadbasket. What happened in Nima County?
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Brother William, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Okay.
Let's hear you, Sabu Rasta.
Yeah, I'm joining the show for food to be expected in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead.
So, Brother William, let me appreciate you. Let me wholeheartedly appreciate you this morning for your brilliant topic with your own discussion. But William, I'm not flabbergasted. You got me, Brother William?
We are listening, Sabu Rasta.
Thank you. I am not flabbergasted. I'm not surprised. I knew that this was going to arrive at this point. That's why we told our people, Brother William, for the initial stage, that Father was not going to make a good presidency. Look, Brother William, our country has been impaired. Our country has been what? Has been overwhelmed by corruption. Look, Brother William, Zoom Land was not only banned for 2 years, but they also made them look Zoom Land can ban country and the people that wicked people. Well, you know, can you imagine what kind of family, will not come to, to public, based on what they can do, but they will either buy culture or no cover. Because they will grab the government will be of dollar and make it. Because of private, look, they grab on the winner, and this is the government that will know that they are grabbing all over. So for that reason, everybody president, we can't get nothing. Because they are very corrupt. Look, our people will steal for their career, but winner. But then we say thank you for the discussion and your continue good work to them. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Sabu Rasta. You, this person. Hello? Yeah, your phone got ring?
No.
Go ahead, you live. Let's hear you.
This is the one from PSI, and I join you from Soka District 4.
Welcome, Peter. Let's hear you.
Esther, let me first disabuse your mind. We are not lazy.
It's not going to disabuse my mind, though.
We we go about looking
Got
for
to more
things
than
to
that.
do.
Go ahead.
Liberia are not like food. If you were sold, the number of people you see on the background, you are not going to be seeing it. You will not see motorcyclists advocating for their right to provide for their home. But then if you have a government who doesn't care about these people, then is when you think that like we are leaving it all to something. We want to do something. We are looking for every environment that will be able to contribute. Government around the world are creating space for that people to be able to contribute. Because it is when we are in power, that's the time we'll be able to contribute to our economy. For instance, Abraham Masale is on a show. American, you vote for the president or for the leader for creation of jobs. The only way a man will contribute to this economy is through employment. But we are not employed, we're not going to pay our taxes.
Exactly.
So then all government will go about creating jobs. Yes, it's an advantage for the citizen to create jobs, but the creation of jobs will last on the government. That is why the article of our constitution, the article 1 of our constitution says, our pleasure and our enjoyment is placed squarely on the shoulder of our government.
Okay.
So they have to provide for us, and we in turn will pay our bills and our taxes. But they're not doing it. That's all. Don't play that defense for them. Don't play that. I'm not going. You want to play left by the money? Don't be back on. Leave it away. Just play well for all that stuff.
Thank you. You know, everybody knows that, you know, it's a government responsibility to create the avenue for jobs. Yes. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm okay, sir. How are you?
We're fine. Your name and where you join us from. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm definitely the story from this.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, but then why you that you know, for me, really, I'm so pointed at that Number one, we are not here. Number two,
Say you.
So wait, my brother, can I ask you a question? Hello? Don't tell me say you must learn. We interacting. All right? So I want to ask you a question. Are you working?
I'm a businessman. I just
Okay, you sell sneakers, right?
Yeah.
Because you were empowered to do that. My man, the idea you are empowered by yourself. You just started a business. And you were looking for money to sell sneakers. And now you today. Hello. The money that you got to buy the sneakers, it didn't come from the sky, right? Somebody either help you, or maybe you work and you got money, you save it to do what you're doing today, right? Exactly. So if another person gets similar opportunity, they would have done the same. But not that Liberians are lazy.
I'm coming out. That is why I'm telling you. I said, nobody help me. I want to again now. But
You can say hustle, then nobody help you.
I'm coming out.
No, you wasting our time when I give you a chance to learn. Don't tell me that they say you hustle. What do you go hustle here? They play where you go hustle, not hustle for money. Hello? You say you go hustle. Get it where you want to hustle, that was free hustle you went on. Welcome to the show, my brother.
I'm taking great quality.
Go ahead, Patience. Let's hear you.
Because the way we store our people that this government and putting power. This is not for us.
Yeah, you can see.
Nothing will happen now. When the woman said that you are going to get down on the citizen of the government, if you will talk there, I want more to take our year. Anything that time, ain't going in. I don't know what it means. Don't get tired of the government. The gospel is different. Anything I want to have free man, I'm going to have again. You'll be seeing a free for you again. Nothing will happen in there. We'll don't get tired of the government. If you get away, no hit, no thing, I will go find the money, go to payment, no customer. You will get some money there. Look at that, Messi. It's a message we have to buy, and you get money from. If
Hmm.
He wanted to in there. What do you want before? I thought, Para, what you before the children?
The father say he went hustle for a children.
The only one to pass. What is it? You get one way. What is it for you?
Thank you, patience. Let's talk to this person. Let's take you. Let me get to this line. Yes, I need to take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
We're calling from Banyo.
Go ahead. You want to talk about what? Go ahead.
Oh, the other one. That we see a girl of the crime. What I do, you will go and you will kill out there are people that you kill at this. We are waiting for them so many years. How many times they all you quit our salary? Oh, yeah, the person that worked for a long time. And you think about liability. And they can do it well at the doing. It is double. But the other we can see. If you want to join it. How many the people? One more salary, our annual salary, our whole year salary. Whole year, 1.2 salary. They just say that look at you. They don't think the way more than this. Then they put the killer away from me idea, so that I can get the opportunity to the way. Then your hammer now and we should have to do that to ourselves. They can be more care, they will not want to know that you. So Somalia, the Canada, you problem. Really? Thank you.
Not small, man. Oh, this country, Liberia, I don't know, but you know, it's serious. Let's take a few more calls. We still have time to take a few more calls. Calling Esther, you got to get to the comments. All right, please. Let's take a few comments and then we go.
So let's take a few comments. We have Venetia's Junior Bar says, I'm following you from Newcretown. We have Augustine Givler says, good morning. I'm following live from Delaware, USA. We have Duarte. Good morning from Minnesota family. Good morning to you, Duarte. And then we have Augustine Givler says, it's not sounding good. Okay, but we have it on good now. And we have Justin Dolo. Justin says, good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching from Louisiana Township, Powell Town. And Augustine Givler, okay, you are watching, we know. And we have former Okeyan says, I'm watching live from Mapoma Town, Grand Cape County, Republic of Liberia. We have Bakari Sharif says, good morning, Freedom FM. I'm closely following the show from Newcretown. We have Puchi. He says, I'm watching from Motoconon, Burrillville City. What can JB do? George Money, we are 2029. And when we have Mary Tule, she says, good morning. I'm watching you from New Georgia Estate. Thanks for the great show. We have Philip Fokotamba says, good morning, guys. The finance minister defense statement on ELBC created fear for investors. Let God help Liberia in the hands of this devilish government. We have Augustine Tale. He says, I'm watching from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. We have Fabian Barr. He says, good morning, Mr. Nimlin, Esther, and the cherished listeners of Freedom FM, following live from the Bekubwe Avenue in DC. We have Musa A. Sharif. He says, I'm watching live from Congo Town. We have Mohammed Mariam J. Sharif says, good morning, Wendell, Esther, and the peace-loving people of Lofa County. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakite Intellectual Forum in Jacobtown, St. Francis Community. We are coming back 2029. We have Jiba Kamara. He says, good morning, my family, or Freedom Family. I am watching live from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have Yiman Charles says, it's good for us to get our country back. Duete says, these things happen because we don't like ourselves. So we will continue to be beggared in our country. We have Crafty. He says, good afternoon, Freedom FM. Watching from Paintsville, we have Christian Sengma says, the only best thing this government has successfully done lies. We have Tatas Flowers says, Liberians are not lazy at all. And Tatas again says, if anything, because the country has been down for so long, it causes people to be complacent. And then, so complacency, laziness. Okay, you already tell me that. Christian Sengma says Liberia is a total mess by this rescue charlatans. The puppets where the exchange rate can commiserate with goods and services, highly embarrassing and unbearable for the vast majority of the people. We have Duete. She says, we are the only country that's giving God a hard time. William W. Wulu says the Liberian civil rights movement official spokesperson is watching live from Upper Cardwell, Monroeville, Liberia. We have Tom Gale says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm following you from Pennsylvania. I learned that your president reduced the price of rice on the market by $14 to
By
$14 to I don't. Okay, so far so good, Winder. This is all of the comments. We want to also encourage you to keep your transactions coming in with the cash giveaway. I will do the draw soon so you can have the cash. It's $5,000 that I'm giving out.
She got plenty money here. She got plenty money here. You're winning from her. You don't let her carry it back. She got a lot of money she brought. I saw the woman phone this morning. I was like, can you transfer some to my phone? All right, so she got a lot of money to give away. I want you people to win it. Just play with 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents US. All right, that's what you need to play with. Well, let's go back. I think Aliyu has left us, and so we got to go. We don't have much time, but we'll be here tomorrow. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep praying for our country, Liberia. You know, any good thing that happened for Liberia, it happened for all of us.
Of course.
It happened the bad way, it's going to affect all of us negatively.
Right.
So we will be here, God's willing, tomorrow. Until then, like the farmers always say, plant you now and dig you later. Play safe and keep the peace. Beautiful people. Do have a pleasant Monday.